Jurgen Klopp has announced that he's leaving Liverpool by the end of this season. I can't lie, this is not something I expected to hear today, this month, next month, this season. It's crazy. It's kind of crazy if you put it into perspective. It's kind of mad that it's coming at this point of the season, which I've got a feeling why it is. And it's kind of mad what is going to be leading towards by the end of the season and how this is going to affect Liverpool, how this is going to affect Real Madrid, because it does have a massive effect on Real Madrid and who the next target is for Liverpool as the manager. All right? Before we discuss everything, don't forget, guys, as you guys know, if you're here, if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. It will mean a lot. Please. Anyway, listen. I can't lie, yeah? Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool, it's kind of mad, bro. Like, he's been there since day one. He has transformed this Liverpool, this city as a whole, into a city that was struggling, into a city that was every single season getting closer and closer and closer, getting there in terms of rebuilding. With so many managers, he came and changed everything. The signings, the mentality, the identity, everything he changed within the club. And now Liverpool is where they are right now because of Jurgen Klopp's. Everything they've done, everything they've achieved over the past 7 to 8 years is because of that man. So they have to build him a statue. I don't care, bro. Get him a statue. Get him, do something for him. Because Liverpool owes a lot of their success to this man. Everything he's done over the past 8 years, making Liverpool where they are, Premier League champions, Champions League champions. He was one game away from winning the Prem twice. And the last game week 38, just one game, bro. He could have been standing right now on 3 Prems. We beat him in 2 Champions League finals. He could be chilling on 3 Prems and 3 Champions League acts. Bro, he deserves a lot of respect. Not just by Liverpool. Liverpool, I know you guys are sad. I know you guys are upset. I know you guys are grieving right now. But it's fine. It's fine. It's like when I feel like, I can't lie, man. Club leaving, like the way I reacted to it, I was like, shit. Like, it hit me for a second. I kind of got goosebumps. And I'm not even a Liverpool fan. So imagine how you, I'm talking to you, Mr. Liverpool fan, Mrs. Liverpool fan. Imagine how you must have felt hearing that news. Because, bro, it must be, that's heartbreaking news for you guys. But listen, I think the timing of the news, in my opinion, is a chess move from Liverpool and from Klopp. Let's be real, yeah? Jurgen Klopp didn't wake up yesterday and said to himself, you know what, I'm leaving Liverpool. I'm very sure this has been calculated. I'm very sure this is, he was waiting for the right time to drop it. I feel like, because I said on SDS last year, I don't know which episode, I said on SDS that Jurgen Klopp, I feel like this is his last season in Liverpool. I feel like Klopp made his decision when he entered this season. I felt like this is my thinking. That might be, again, I've only reacted to this literally half an hour after the news came out. Maybe by tomorrow or the day after, we might hear different news about maybe another reason. But I feel like Jurgen Klopp came to this season and said to himself, this is the last era. This is the last generation. This is the last season for everyone. Salah has decided to stay one more season. He's given us a promise for Liverpool that he will stay for one more season. Van Dijk is getting to that age. Alisson is getting there. Fabinho, Henderson, Mane, Bobby all left. So my era, my players, my core players that I've relied on for the past 7-8 years is all gone now. It's all gone. And I've only got a couple more pieces to make it count. Yeah? And Trent is there, but Trent's coming to Real Madrid. Maybe. It's not the time. I know it's not the time. It's not the time. So I felt like he was going to announce it early on. But because Liverpool kept winning, surprisingly, they kept winning and winning and winning and winning. And now we're end of Jan and they're top of the league. 3 more months before they can do the unthinkable and win the Premier League that no one expected them to do so. I felt like him dropping the news now, for me, it's a chess move just because now it will give the encouragement. I don't think the players knows. I think he might have told the players a week before or 2 weeks before. I think the club knew that he had the intention to leave beginning of the season, but I don't think the players knew. But now every single player is fighting for that Premier League title. Every single player is giving their 110% every single game to give that present, that final goodbye present to Klopp and say, you know what? Everything you did for the past 7-8 years, thank you. This is a thank you. This is the Premier League. We're fighting for you now. And I feel like that's what they'll be doing. I feel like they are now fighting not for themselves, not to win the Prem for them, for Liverpool, for the fans, but for Jurgen Klopp. I think every player is going to be fighting for that. And that's why, for me, announcing it now, it's an absolute chess move, in my opinion. It's an absolute chess move. Because, bro, he said it in his 2-minute speech where he announced he was leaving. He said it, bro, I don't have the energy no more. So he knew heading into the season, this is going to be his final season, in my opinion, his final season. And he it's not in him to rebuild again. Because, bro, look at Liverpool's team, yeah? Once, let's say, Salah leaves. If Salah leaves next season, are we all expecting Liverpool to compete for the league? No, they're not. I don't think they are. Even if Trent leaves, even if Trent stays, Van Dijk stays, Alisson stays, Salah leaving will hurt them massively. If Van Dijk leaves, what will happen? If Trent leaves, bro, that's why I feel like he was already preparing. This is going to be his final season, but he never expected that Liverpool would compete this far and wait in January. That's why he maybe delayed his announcement, and that's why he's deciding to do it now, which is a chess move. What happens next? That's why I said it does have an impact to Real Madrid. The reason why it does is I feel like Real Madrid is the massive losers in this little scenario. We have just extended Carlo Ancelotti's contract back in December. And both Real Madrid and Liverpool were fighting for one man, for the next manager to take it over. And now, we've just announced Carlo Ancelotti for another 2 years. And Liverpool have just announced their manager leaving. And the one manager who's available for both clubs is someone who played for both clubs. Someone who won the Champions League for both clubs. And that's Mr. Xabi Alonso. The man who's still unbeaten in the Bundesliga as of right now. The man who hasn't lost a single game throughout this whole season. And the man who's leading the title, the Bundesliga, with Bayer Leverkusen. And that is Mr. Xabi Alonso. And if Xabi Alonso wins the league, brother, he is leaving. He is leaving. I initially felt like if he won, maybe he wanted to stay one more season to make. Listen, Liverpool has never ever in the history won the league, so he's now giving them that little league title. But I felt like maybe the reason why he wanted to stay is maybe take it a little bit further to the Champions League. The last time they reached the final was back in 2002, so maybe he wanted to make a bit more history. But now it makes perfect sense. Now, leave on a high, win them the league, which they've never ever done, and go back to your home club. It was supposed to be Real Madrid, but now it's not. Now, like I said, Liverpool is the winners in this. Liverpool might say, I'm sad, this and that. You've got all the right to be upset. You've got all the right to be disappointed about this. This is heartbreaking for every single Liverpool fan. But look at it from a different point of view. You're just about to get the best upcoming manager in the world, by far. And Mr. Xabi Alonso will be managing your club. And Mr. Xabi Alonso, as he's demonstrated throughout this whole season, has got the eye for talent. He can spot a talent from miles away, and he can improve his current players. Look all the players that's improved under Xabi Alonso, and I'm sure he can do it with Liverpool. So that's why, in my opinion, I feel like Xabi Alonso, Germans, like the Bundesliga, if you go back in the history of the past 5, 10, 15 years, they've got a history of announcing the departures early on. Like Lewa did it, Godze did it, Pep did it, Heinz did it, and Hansi Flick did it. They all announced they were leaving just before the window was done. Just before, like, this was in February, March. They announced it early on. I feel like now Xabi now understands that he was leaving. Give it to March, April. I feel like Xabi Alonso will come out and say to himself, I'm leaving by the end of the season. And once he wins the league title, he will then announce that he'll become the Liverpool manager literally in May, in June. And then that's it. And Real Madrid has just taken a massive L. Because the manager that we were hoping to get, the manager that we were hoping to build this franchise, yes, it's a fucking franchise, was hoping to build this club moving forward to the next level with all the ingredients, was supposed to be Xabi Alonso. We had our eyes on Xabi Alonso. We had our mindset, everything, our project was built on Xabi Alonso. Moving forward to 2025, 2026, I feel like that was done, especially with the news that's just come out now. We've taken an L. We're going to stick with Carlo Ancelotti for the next couple of seasons. Yeah, we've just lost on the perfect manager that could have taken us further. Massive L for us. So the same way Liverpool fans are upset, Madrid fans should be upset as well. But as for Klopp itself, I think his time in the Premier League should be deemed as an absolute success. I don't think you should look at it with any sort of criticism just because he's won one Premier League title. I don't think it means nothing. I think if you put it into context, he was literally 2 games away from making three. He was 2 games away from making a free Champions League. He's won everything there has to. He's won every single trophy at Liverpool, like from the Premier League to the Champions League to the FA Cup to the League Cup to the FIFA World Cup. He's won everything, bro, at Liverpool. Every single trophy for him to win, he's done it. He's achieved everything at Liverpool, and I feel like it makes perfect sense for him to leave when he's still remembered as a high. Arsene Wenger, in my opinion, should have left Arsenal way time ago. But he delayed it, and his reputation got worse and worse and worse and worse the moment he decided to leave towards the end. Because no one will remember. I mean, not no one. I'm not going to be too harsh. Everyone's going to, of course, remember what Arsene Wenger did, the Premier League titles, the Invincibles. But another 50% section is always going to remember Arsene Wenger from after 2006, after that Champions League final. What did he do at Arsenal? You delayed it. You made it worse. You sold out all our best players: Nasri, Fabregas, Van Persie, and what did you do? Yes, they won the FA Cup when Ozil was there, but anything major? What did you compete for What did you do in the Champions League, in the Premier League? What did you do? And I think that's what Klopp is trying to avoid, for him to maybe his reputation going to get worse and worse and worse, because everyone was calling Klopp finished last season. Everyone was saying he's done. Everyone was saying he's finished. His tactic is no longer working. That seventh season syndrome, the same way it happened with Dortmund, seventh season. Everyone was calling him names last season. That's why, in my opinion, the reason why he decided, because of the lack of energy. I don't know, man. I feel like he's picked the perfect time for him to leave, and it makes perfect sense. And Xabi Alonso, I think, welcome to Liverpool next season. Real Madrid, we've taken a massive L. But I hope and I hope he does it, once he wins the league this season, we have to put Jurgen Klopp amongst, in my opinion, amongst the best. Right now, you can make a very good argument that he's top 4 in the Premier League history. Very, very good argument. He's top 4 in the Premier League history. Hopefully, when he wins one more, maybe there'll be an argument whether he's actually top 3 in the Premier League history. And I'll let you decide who you think the top 3 are. But guys, Liverpool fans, come on, man. Just put it down in the comments how you feel about this. Whether you're happy that Xabi Alonso's coming, potentially how you feel about Jurgen Klopp, what Jurgen Klopp has done to you. Put it all down in the comments. I would like to hear your opinion. I would like for you to share your story. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, please, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Jurgen Klopp, baby! Hey. Beautiful career, Liverpool, bro. Absolutely deserved.